Well, it gives me great pleasure as the managing director of Augusta Westland Limited. I'm going to take the privilege or take the opportunity to still call ourselves Augusta Westland Limited for the time being. And obviously it's great to actually see Derek and Joan here as well. And my thanks also to Steve for Master of Ceremonies and to Mere Parish Council for all they've done to help make this event possible. And of course the Lynx, G-Lynx, that holds the world speed record was the original Mark I Lynx that all other Lynx, and indeed the Wildcat that you heard about, that is the current evolution of the Lynx, that aircraft was the originator of all of that. And obviously as a representative of the company that built G-Lynx, without the people involved to do that, of course none of it would happen. And I'd just like to, on behalf of the company, thank every single person who was involved in that project, who's involved in the company over the last 100 years. And you know that the company celebrated its 100th anniversary last year. It is all about people that makes this happen, and it's great to see so many people here to actually mark this occasion. Let's bring ourselves back to August the 11th, 1986. It was a calm, hazy evening, apparently. That's what it says here, Derek. Maybe late afternoon. As you all know, some numbers are quite important when it comes to world speed records. And the aircraft achieved an average speed of 249.1 miles per hour, or 400.87 kilometers per hour, and in so doing set a new outright world speed record for helicopters, beating the previous record by over 32 kilometers per hour. At the time, this was a very strong statement for the company. It was a strong statement of the company's technical strength, and it was a strong statement that the company was still in business after what you might all remember was the infamous Westland affair. The aircraft itself, it was the company demonstrator. It was fitted with new composite main rotor blades, which had first flown just a year before and had been developed under the British Experimental Rotor Programme. In addition, it had quite a number of other modifications in order to create the power and torque needed to achieve the record. So in addition to the new blades that were fitted, and those blades, by the way, are still flying today, not the original ones, but the design is certainly still flying today. The aircraft was fitted with more powerful engines, and it was fitted with also a water methanol power boosting system. And the gearbox itself was cleared to nearly 40% more power for this short duration, and the tailplane on the back of the tail itself had a low set angle on it, and end plate fins which were fitted to reduce the load on the tail rotor. And drag was also reduced as much as possible by using composite fairings, and also tape to smooth any blemishes on the airframe. The decision to attack the speed record was made in May that year, May 1986, and the record flight was scheduled from day one to be August the 11th. And so that working period was only 10 weeks. Of course, any manufacturer such as ourselves relies on a huge number of other companies to support us in delivering that helicopter and others that you saw in the sky earlier on. And so we had a huge support from that supplier base, and obviously in particular Rolls-Royce providing the engines, and also the Ministry of Defence, who were very, very helpful in making it happen. And interestingly, all the components on that aircraft were returned to normal use after the record flight. And here we are today with that record unbroken. So I think it's a fabulous opportunity with this plaque to forever remember that amazing record that still stands today. And so without further ado, I'd like to invite Derek and Joan to unveil the plaque. And I'll leave that to you now.